It's week 4 of the NFL.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
For the opening play, the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. ETN once more. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 13 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Second and 6. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Ravens at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, looking for Ronald, but it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week.
14 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Lawrence will throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, oh, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had pressure. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here's Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry, hurry!
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Myers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Holding, offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So a frustrating result. It's a 10-play drive, but it yields nothing on the scoreboard.
And to get off the field there without giving up points, that's a big win defensively.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 41, Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So that would have been... All right, folks eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it.
And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he gets it down to the 32.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They got a nice little drive room right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw here.
Very quick throw. He's got Myers.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 32 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Hunt. A beautiful fake.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll give... his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Ready?
Back to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
He'll drop to throw.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
Back to throw again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you...
And now, as with every potential take a second.
After review of the play, ruling on the field of conversion.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Dobbins.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That third down conversion good for 23.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Ravens now down by 1. A minute 54 on the clock. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Back to throw. Gets this to Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
He's back to throw. It's Myers again with another catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Come on. Hey. Moving like crazy.
dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got down for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Myers. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw again. Open man right side, Myers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Reach the 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent point by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field.